today again from Ahmed, and today I would like to talk about how expensive it is actually to be a Balinese, how many different ceremonies you have to do to live full cycle of your life. And it's actually pretty impressive numbers. The most expensive things in Bali is to born, to marry and to die. And that's something I would like to talk about today. And we think that it's really expensive for us to live back home, that we always have to understand what it means to live here. At the same time, you have to keep in mind that the average monthly income here in Bali is actually only 200 US dollars. Back home you can choose what will be your marriage expenses. You want a big party, or you just going to the city hall and register your relationship. But here in Bali it's absolutely different. I really apologize if I will say something wrong, but I'm just trying to tell the story to the people, because sometimes when someone who's part of all these things, they're going too deep, probably I will scratch only the surface. But at the moment I will just simply explain ceremonies you definitely cannot skip during your life. While the baby's in mom's belly, it's already ceremony started. There are many different ceremonies which local people do, and I don't want to fall into the details of the ceremonies, but the first one, when the baby is born, there is a ritual to treat placenta in which baby was born. Local religion treat it as a brother or sister of the baby which didn't born. The next ceremony is when the baby is 3 to 7 days old, and that's when the umbilical cord falls off, and there is a special ceremony for that. The next one is 12 days old baby, and that's the time when the baby gets the name. The next ceremony is when the baby is 3 months old, and after this ceremony mother and baby officially is allowed to go some places like temples. Before that, it's not allowed. Now just imagine, every ceremony costs some money. When there are so many people coming from all the community, it can be, it really depends. I think that the smallest I ever seen, it's 150 people. Usually all the ceremonies are pretty much the same. People come together, they eat food, they singing songs, and basically that's how it's done. Just imagine 150 people. It's the smallest one. The biggest ceremonies can be 400 and 500 people. For all of these people you need rice, babi guling, chicken, veggies. You have to prepare a lot of food. So when the baby is 6 months old, then there is another ceremony. One of the activities during this ceremony is cutting hair of the baby. One of the beliefs is that this hair is dirty, and that's why they have to cut it off. Again, another ceremony. Again, invite the people, again food, again ceremonies in the temples. The next really big one, that's the wedding. The wedding can be really expensive here in Bali, just because you have to invite a lot of people. And I heard there is one wedding going on in Tejakula, and it's about $1,500 only for pork, basically for meat. And it's only one, it's only for the pigs. What about chicken? What about veggies and other stuff? There will be a wedding for 400 people. Then you need to do the ceremonies in a temple. It will cost the money. So many different things. So the wedding in Bali can cost starting $500 and all the way up to $50,000. Of course, it really depends where is a wedding, in a village or it's some rich people. The last one is a funeral. There's a certain amount of the ceremonies. In a Hindu religion, they burning their bodies, and it means that it's gonna cost to this person starting 3,000 US dollars. Some special ceremony, it's gonna cost around $10,000. So the cheapest one is 3,000, and you cannot do anything about that. These people have no choice. That's a part of their religion, that's a part of their beliefs. and without that one they cannot be Balinese. To buy a house, to buy a car, to buy and other things, they still have a choice. But when we're talking about all this really important moment in the life, born, married and die, in this case people don't have a choice. Maybe you will say, what about if they don't have a money? They have a big families, they have big community, and that's something really amazing. They help each other to collect the money for all these things, so they're just giving something. Like for example, that particular family don't have a money for the wedding, then all the community is collecting, I don't know, they're giving pigs to this family, they're giving chicken, veggies, everything, and everybody together organize it. If there is no money for the funeral, so first of all they just bury the person same as we do back home. They just dig a hole, put a person in there, and then after a years, when they collected this money, so then they digging it out, taking all these bones, washing them, put in a fire and just burn it. But as long they don't have the money, there is still this solution. Just a reminder that in every place there is a bright and dark sides. If someone says that it's a paradise in a world, but probably the local people don't think like that. They think that we're just going to the ATMs and taking money out, and all of us, we are millionaires, and it's also not true. Like I said, in every place there is a bright and dark sides. We have more education, we have something else, but they are more close to the nature. That's something we miss. And yeah, so to understand that, you definitely have to travel. Otherwise you are definitely stuck in one place without any understanding what's going on in other places in the world. All right, thank you very much for watching again. Subscribe, follow, and see you tomorrow again. I promise there will be something interesting in the next episode. Bye.